crazy stuff going on. If you know how to make Grammatala work, please let me know in the comments section, because this ain't it. NANI? What's up? I'm Ben from Ready, Set, Ink, and today we're playing a deck that's all about the GRAMMAS. This is Grammatala, the Spirit of the Ocean. She's a 4/8 stat line, which is absolutely huge. Good luck removing her. You're not going to be able to remove her. Whenever a card is put in your inkwell, gain 1 lore. That's how we want to win the game, is with Grammatala. Getting a whole bunch of cards into our inkwell and then just winning the game like that. We got Aurora, who's going to shift in this roar to give us ward, hopefully, and then keep our other cards safe. We got Mama Odie that has whenever we play a song, we can put the top card of your deck into our inkwell face down and exerted. So hopefully that ramps us up a bit. We got a whole bunch of rampant songs right here. One Jump Ahead, How Far I'll Go, and Friend Like Me. Ramp it up. This one is absolutely crazy with the Grammatala. It says each player puts the top 3 cards of their deck into their inkwell face down and exerted. And then we got 19 items. Those 19 items are going to hit with our Oswald. Oswald says once during your turn, whenever card is put in your inkwell, you may reveal the top card of your deck. If it is an item card, you can play that item for free and enters play exerted. Otherwise, put it on top of your deck. That's what we want to play. We got 1 steal card going on. We got Pete, the game referee. We're going to stop our opponent from playing action. So we're not going to want to play him right away. This is almost a whole mono sapphire deck because it all just works so well together. This card is here for Oswald to get because it's pretty cool, pretty skibbity. It says you exert it, chosen character gets +1 lore this turn. Love to see the Eye of Fates. We're going to play this deck together. The link is in the description. You can go here to menu, export, ink table, and play on ink table.
Things that we learned in this video: stop putting Oswald in your decks. This isn't so much for you as it is for me. I just need to learn to stop putting Oswald in my deck because I always fall into this loop of like, I want to get more items in play and I think it's going to work, and then I just end up losing the game. Number 2, stop putting Mama Odie in your decks. She's just a win more. You don't need more ink when you play a song. Stop using Mama Odie. She's only just ever a meme. It's not going to work out. And number 3, just kidding. Put Mama Odie into all the Sapphire decks. She's so cool when it pops off. Use Mama Odie. It's a good card. Do it.
We are going up against a blue steel deck. Lots of blue in this video. We do get lots of great cards that we like. We like the Heart of Tefiti. We do like Great Stone Dragon, but we don't need that right now. Love to see that. Almost love this whole hand. We're going to mulligan all of it for Oswald. Get rid of all 7 of those. Want to see the Oswald. We don't get the Oswald, but we do get a 1-drop popsicle. Our first ink will be the Eye of the Fates. We are going to go ahead, ink Eye of the Fates, and then we get to play our popsicle, the number 1 turn of all of Sapphire. We get to draw a card. Is it Oswald? Not a chance. But we do get 2 Grammatalas, which is who we're trying to play this game. They ink a card and play a popsicle. The best turn 1, in my opinion. We get a Friend Like Me. We are going to have to ink a card looking like it's going to be Eye of Fates. Don't need to see it right now, and then we're going to pass the turn. We're not there yet. We're getting there. Up at 2 ink. What do they got for us? They have Sail the Azurite Sea, which is a way better card. Definitely should have put that into this deck. What am I doing not playing Azurite Sea? Definitely need to change this deck. We are going to ink Friend Like Me. We are going to play our Fishbone Quilt, and then we are going to use the Fishbone Quilt to ink the 1 Jump Ahead card, and then we are passing the turn. It's as easy as that. We're trying to get more ink than them. They are going again with the Sail the Azurite Sea. Definitely need to put that card in this deck. We will change it up after this first game. I guarantee it. To 2, they play the Mr. Shmee. Mr. Shmee has a lot of strength, but likely our Aurora can take him out. We are going to ink a card. I think we are going to use our card ability on our Fishbone to put this into our ink, and then we are going to play the Aurora. And then we are going to pass the turn. Next turn, we hope to have Aurora sing Friend Like Me with Grammatala on board. We'll see how that goes. Should have inked that and then ink something the next turn, then I could have sang, got 3 lore with Tala. We're making the wrong choices. They take a damage with the Shmee. We get to Develop Your Brain. We are going to ink the Develop Your Brain, and then we're going to wait. Oh, we can do it this turn. So we are going to use our card ability on the Grammatala. She has to go away for now, but then we get to play a Grammatala. And then we get to sing with Friend Like Me with Aurora to put the top 3 cards of our deck into our inkwell. 1, 2, 3. They also get 3 lore, but we get 3 lore with Gramma Tala. It's as easy as that, and then we pass the turn. We have no cards in our hand, but we sure do have 10 ink. Our opponent has 9 ink. Maybe we've done a bad thing. They get to draw a card with the Hiram. Definitely should have had Hirams in here. They're questing for 2 with the Mr. Shmee, and they put down a Tama, the Toa, to get back a Popsicle. They play the Popsicle. Everything is looking great for our opponent, and everything is looking kind of skibbity for us. They play down a Fortisphere. Their Shmee takes a damage, and we think that we are fully cooked. We are going to go ahead and play the Mama Odie, and then we're going to wait. We're not going to quest. We need everything on board to do our plans. We're passing the turn, and we'll see if our opponent can end the game right now. They're questing for 3 with their Tamatoa because they get 2 extra lore per item. They get back a Popsicle from their graveyard and play it. They put down a Ariel who can quest for 5 because they have more items than us. Must be nice playing the blue steel the right way instead of the Grandma Tala way. We made a terrible, terrible mistake. But if we would have had Mama Odie on board when we played this, we would have got a 4 lore because we played a song Mama Odie lets us put the top card of our deck into our Inkwell face down exerted if we have played a song card, which the friend like me was a song. Our opponent doing lots and lots of stuff. We get the Aurora. Going to go ahead and play. No, we are going to ink Aurora, because that gets us a lore with Gramma Tala. And then we are going to quest with Aurora. That's a big 6 lore. We're questing on Gramma Tala. That's another 2 Z's all the way up to 8. We're using the Popsicle to heal 2 from there. We're healing 2. We didn't have any damage. And then we can quest Mama Odie for 1. We're up at 9, but our opponent has game on board. We pass the turn, and everything is going bad. Because all they have to do is quest this Tamatoa for 2, and then, but they're doing it out of order. They had game on board. They're doing it out of order. I would have quested Tamatoa, gotten an item, then Ariel can quest for 3, but that's just my opinion. All they need to do is quest 1 more. There it is, 21. We definitely need to make some changes to this deck. So we are going to go to load new decks, and then we are going to get out of the screen. All right, I'll be the first to admit when we made a terrible mistake on decks. We will go to menu and edit, and we need to take some stuff out of here. Simba, you're going to be doing other stuff. Don't need to see it. We're going to take the Auroras down a little bit. Don't need to see Aurora until the late game. We got Grammatalas, we got our Oswalds, we got the Grammatala that can shift in the Grammatala. Don't need the peak because we're not getting there yet. Develop your rain, a dead card. We need Sail the Azurite Sea. Sail. We're going to put 4 of them Johns in, and we're going to see what we got. We're up at 56 cards. What did our opponent have that was so much better for them? Was it just Sneeze getting more? Was it Hiram? I think it was Hiram. Hiram lets you draw cards, refill your hand. We're going to do a couple Hirams in there. What do we have? 58 cards. And then we're going to be terribly spicy and get whole new world because we're playing steel. We can play whatever cards we want to do. We get 2 cards there. That'll proc the Mama Odie. We can take Mama Odie down a couple. Yeah, we'll take Mama Odie down. We'll put Aurora back up. Is there a 5-cost blue card that we like more? Ooh, Baymax. Baymax kind of cool. Audrey Ramirez kind of cool. Audrey Ramirez or Baymax? Or give ourselves Ward. Not Ward, Resist. I say we go Audrey Ramirez like an absolute fiend. Is this 61 cards? That's perfect. This is our new deck. We have 1 steel card in here. Mostly a mono blue list. That's what we got going on. We're going to go to menu, save, Grandma Hopes. This is the deck list that is in the description now. We're going to go to menu, export, ink table, and play on ink table. Going for our round 2, Grandma Hopes selected. We're going up against something else. Maui Half Shark with Amber. We're going against the Maui Half Shark with Amber because going against the blue steel didn't work out for us. We got our Oswalds. Love to see it. We get Grammatalas that we can shift into. Kind of loving this hand. We are not going to mulligan a thing. We're going to ink our Aurora and play our Popsicle. Popsicle lets us draw a card. Please be an inkable card. It's not. It's Whole New World, which kind of helps us. We'll pass the turn because we want to be able to world later. We get a Fishbone Quill. We are going to ink a Grammatala and play our Oswald. This Fishbone will let us put 2 cards into the Inkwell next turn. But we kind of want to have 2 Oswalds on board. We are going to pass, see what's good. They're up at 2 lore. They play the Mother Gazelle. They could brawl this next turn, so we're scared of that. We are going to ink the Grammatala. We get to look at the top card. It is a friend like me. That goes to the bottom of the deck now. We are going to play the Fishbone. The fishbone we are going to use to ink Grammatala. We get to look at the top card. It is one chop head. It goes to the bottom of the deck, and then we're going to pass. We're not going to quest Oswald because we don't want to take him out. We want to keep our engine safe. We got Heart of Defeating that we could play next turn along with Oswald because we'll be up at 5 ink. What is our draw? It is Fishbone Quill. So we are going to ink Fishbone Quill. That lets us look at the top. Great Stone Dragon. We get to play it 4 freezies. We get to play our Oswald, which we did terribly out of order. And then we are also going to play our Heart of Defeated, so we're able to proc that a whole bunch later and get us kind of guaranteed lore because we don't have to like use a resource to do this. It's bare necessities, gets rid of our whole new world. Hoping they weren't going to do that. They heal 3 off of the Grammatala. They get to draw 3 cards. That's to be nice. And they quest it for 2. We get a Mama Odie, and we are going to use our card ability to put the top card of our deck into our inkwell. We get 2 Oswald triggers. Is this just an Oswald deck? Friend Like Me goes to the bottom of the deck. We get a second Oswald trigger. It is a Great Stone Dragon, enters Exerted, and then we can either ink this or play it. I say we ink it with our Fishbone Quill, and then we get 2 Oswald triggers. Love to see it. It's Sailed Azurite Sea to the bottom of the deck. Our second Oswald trigger is Fishbone Quill. It enters play Exerted. That's a whole lot of items, and then we're passing the turn. They play a Mulan, enters with 2 damage on it. They have 5 lore that they can quest for this turn. They play a Lemire, gives everybody a +1 buff. They are questing for that 5 lore because they ain't got nothing else they can do. I think we've lost this game, but we sure did get to play way more items than are off. We get a Friend Like Me. Love to see it. So we are going to play Friend Like Me. Friend Like Me is going to put the top 3 cards of our deck into our inkwell face down exerted. We get 6 Oswald triggers. 3 for this one and 3 for this one. First Oswald trigger, Grammatala to the bottom of the deck. Whoopsie doopsie. Second Oswald trigger is How Far I'll Go to the bottom of the deck. R.I.P. in peace. Third is Heart of Defeating. Goes into play, exerted. Next Oswald is Aurora. R.I.P. Oswald. Next Oswald is Hiram. Would love to have seen a Hiram. Next Oswald is a Sailed Azurite Sea. Couldn't have been us. We get to use our Heart of Tefiti to put the top card into our ink. We get 2 Oswald triggers. That's 8 this turn. There's Grammatala. That's the engine that we would have loved to play next turn, but it's gone. We get Great Stone Dragon. Gets to enter play Exerted. We got no characters in discard. Oh, no, we don't. We didn't put Aurora in discard. And then we are going to pass the turn. We don't need any more items. Why didn't we challenge with Oswald and then put him into the drink? Because we want to get more items in play. That's what we're doing. This is a Grammatala deck, but it seems like we're just doing Oswald memes again. They are up to 12 lore. Oops, 13. They still have 2 more cards that can quest, and we're trying to do our OTKs with Grammatala next turn, but if we don't pull Grammatala, everything's going to be a bad deal. We get a Fishbone Quill. We are going to use the card ability of the Fishbone Quill to ink Fishbone Quill. It lets us look at the top cards. Eye of the Fates. We are going to get to play that for free. NRA's play Exerted. We're going to use our next Oswald trigger to Eye of the Fates. It enters play Exerted. This would have given us 2 more lore. We could have gone to 6. Then we get to use our card ability on Heart of Defeating. We pay 2 ink. We get to ink the top card. We get 2 Oswald triggers. 1 jump ahead to the bottom of the deck. The next Oswald trigger is Grammatala. Would have loved to see her earlier. She goes to the bottom of the deck. We are going to use our next Heart of Defeating to get 2 Oswald triggers. Here we go. It's Heart of Defeating. Love to see it. It enters play Exerted. And then our next Oswald trigger. What do we got going on? It's Hiram Flabbersham to the bottom of the deck. We have another card ability to use. It is Popsicle. But we are not going to use it. We are going to challenge Oswald into Lemire. So now they won't get the plus strength on everybody, but we lose our Oswald. But now we get to use our Great Stone Dragon to put a character from our inkwell into our ink, and then we get an Oswald trigger. It's going to be a Friend Like Me. Would have loved to play that card. It goes to the bottom of our deck. We are going to challenge our Oswald into the Mulan, getting rid of their characters on board. They're not going to want any of this smoke. And then we're going to use one of our Great Stone Dragons to put Oswald into the inkwell. We get no Oswald triggers because we have no Oswalds left. We're going to use our ability for the Popsicle to heal 2 damage off of Mulan. That's right. She's all better now. We got 16 ink, and then we pass the turn. 16 ink with a Grammatala on board would have been 16 lore. But it's a little bit too late. They play Revive to put Lemire back on board. They really want this Maui Shark to have 8 strength. crazy stuff going on. If you know how to make Grandma Tall work, please let me know in the comments section, because this ain't it. Thanks for watching. We put out new videos every day, some of them kind of skibbity.